Oops. I'm trying to get my phone plugged in here and my hands are not happy. Kiati, Nicole, Tina, hi guys. Good to see you. So glad you missed the last two live. Yeah, we missed you. We were talking about you, Nicole. Watching this replay from the start. Yeah, it was a new panel. New panel last night. Got started on one. It was a pretty quiet night. We had to base paint a panel and pick colors and all that wonderful stuff. So it took us a little bit. And you know, well, it's Jamie's speed, right? So today, Miss Audrey is having a snack right now, having a little snack. She's very, very happy. Very happy right now. I'm doing good, Nicole. How are you? It's good to see ya. How's it going, Tina and Cara and Kiati? Everybody doing okay? Let me show you so this is the panel we started last night. We are going from light teal out and doing a color transition, a color grade to this pink. And what we're doing is we're alternating. So every other one starts in the center and spirals out, and then every other one starts at the outside and spirals in. And then we're going to add some white in there too and all kinds of fun stuff. So this was our project for our Patreon All Members Live. So if you are a free or paid member of Patreon, this is our exclusive project that we're going to continue to work on for those lives for the next few of them. Now, the last YouTube live, I believe we worked on this one. I took the guidelines off and finished the edge and added the fire opal on it. So I just need to decide if there's anything that should go here. I thought that I'd need something there, but I feel like there's nothing there that needs to be done. What do you guys think? Like, I don't know that we need a dot there. What's new with you, Kiati? How you been? Nicole says, guess what? What? Tell us. We want to know. Kara said, I'm doing good. I set aside my flower bouquet and started crocheting keychain amigurumis. Oh, that's fantastic. That sounds so fun. Is this your first time doing amigurumis? Have you done them before, Kara? I've always wanted to try them, but I'm scared. Yay, Nicole can finally paint again. Estella, you like it the way it is? Okay. That's where I was leaning, and that seemed so not Jamie of me to add in more, but I'm glad to hear you say that because that's what I wanted. How are you doing, Estella? It's good to see ya. Thanks, everybody, for coming and hanging out. This is Paint and Breathe number 90, I believe. 90 or 91, did I say? So we're getting very close to 100, which is really cool since I started doing lives over here on YouTube. And I need to thank you guys because you guys watching these public lives, watching the replays of them, my goal to hit 4,000 public watch hours on YouTube so that my channel can be monetized for watch ads. We're about 250 hours away from that. We're so close. So close. So thank you so much for watching, you guys. It's so exciting to me. All right, let me see. What are you going to paint, Nicole, for the first thing that you can get back at doing? Kiati's working on the second mandala big wall piece. Oh, fantastic. Hi, Gabrielle. How you doing? Cindy's here. What do you think, Cindy? So this is one of Cindy's panels. Cindy of the Rain Gallery creates these panels, and she uses plaster. So they're relief canvases and panels. And Cindy, I need to talk to you about these panels too, because these are a dream, an absolute dream to paint on. I love these. So she makes them like this, and then we get to do whatever we want with them when we paint them. So this is the third one of Cindy's panels that I've done. We just finished it. This one still is going to have some work on it because I want to add some gloss to it. But this was the second one that we did. And then this one was the first one that we did. So they've been really, really fun. And like I said, starting on a fourth one on the Patreon All Members Live. We're starting on this one, Cindy. Went with a beige background. This time we're going from light teal, and we're going to do a color grade into this pink. And it's going every other one from the center, and then every other one from the center working its way out, and then every other one from the outside working its way in. So it's going to be a cool color grade spiral. And then we're going to add some white and stuff to it too. These are so much fun. I highly recommend and encourage you to go and follow Cindy on her social media so that you know when her shop opens up and she's got more of these panels ready to go, because she does sell these panels and she's got hundreds of different designs. Yeah, I'm getting sad that I'm getting close to the end of mine. She sent me 6 of them, and I've got the round one, this one here, and then I've got another one that's a big one that I'm saving until I figure out for sure what colors I want to do. But really happy with this one and how it turned out. I'm anxious to get some pictures of it and see if I can make it into some stickers or prints and all of that good stuff. I think it'll be fun. So it's good to see you guys. And again, thank you so much for coming and watching. It means a lot. I really appreciate it. And I'm happy to have you here and be hanging out with you. You're doing well, Estella. I'm glad to hear that. Thanks for coming and hanging out with us. That's what happened to me last night. I got so into finishing up, I lost track of time. That must feel so good to have that done, though, Nicole. I'm so friggin' proud of you. That was a big job. $90. What did I ask for that one? Yeah, it is number 90. Thank you, Tina. It took me a minute to get back to what it is. So this is number 90, which is kind of cool. It's amazing that I've done 90 lives already. Kara's done amigurumis before, crocheted Hello Kitty, and that was your first amigurumi. That's so cool. What's new and exciting with you, Gabrielle? Thank you, Cindy. I love it so much. Nicole said, I sat at my desk and just stared blankly. I don't know yet what to start. It's got to be a little bit overwhelming almost, eh? So that's when, just grab anything. Even if it's something that's just a scrap of paper, just start putting some paint down on anything. It's gesso board versus canvas board. Well, my life is forever changed. Thank you for letting me know. Oh, Kiati, your work is so beautiful. Thank you for sending me pictures, too. Everybody needs to see Kiati's work. You can follow her on Instagram, too. It's beautiful. Oh, you're setting up your room now, Cindy. That's so exciting. Yeah, the Q*bert panel. I think it's so cool. I can't wait. Can't lie, I teared up a little. I didn't have to get rid of anything. I figured it all out. Hell yeah. That's a great accomplishment, Nicole. Really happy for you. How do you decide where to start on the new animal like that? It's really hard to choose what color, especially when you only have one of each panel, right? Like, sometimes I look at it and I have an idea of what I want to do. Like, when I looked at the 2 on the right, I knew I wanted to do some kind of a color grade. This was my first one, and I really liked the color grade, and it was a lot of fun, but I wanted a little bit more rich colors. So that's when I went to the purple and the blue and the teal and the pink of this one. And then after I was done that, I wanted to go back to an old color scheme that I'd used on a bunch of things before. And this panel, it sounds so bizarre, but it almost speaks to you sometimes and says, ooh, that would be good. So the way I would say, if you've got some in front of you and you don't know where to start, see what kind of ideas with it. Like, some of them might just start with saying, hey, this could be a good color grade, like these ones. That's why I liked starting with this one, because it was a color grade. It was an easy concept to me, and I just had to pick the colors, right? So that made it a little bit easier for me. Then just kind of see where that follows a little bit, honestly. And go back to old color combos. The thing is to really kind of tune into what you feel when you think of each of these different color combos and ideas for them, right? To see, does it feel like, oh, that sounds fun? And that's what you want to pick up on and go with it. Now, I can tell you that after painting this one, after painting all of them, I need 10 more of each design. I know she has hundreds of different designs, but I have so many ideas now for these other panels of things that I want to do with them. I could literally have 10 more of each one and be perfectly happy and have plenty of ideas and keep going and going and going and going. Yeah. I don't know if that answers your question or not, Estella. I hope it did. It's hard to know where to start. And sometimes I start by just putting it out and looking at it for a while from across the room and see if anything kind of comes into my mind. I'm always afraid of doing them when it's stuff like this it's one of a kind, right? Like I only have one of these panels. It does sometimes slow me down an awful lot in my color choices, and I sit and stare at it for a long, long time. All right, let me scroll back. I'm catching up here. I'm catching up. Yeah, very overwhelming, eh, Nicole? Oh, you're welcome, Kiati. Gabrielle says, Jamie, I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but I'm still struggling with getting on chat on the all member lives. I can see you and hear you, but can never find the chat. So that typically means that YouTube isn't open fully. So when you click on that link, when you click on this link, do you click on a button that says like open in YouTube or anything like that to open it completely? Because that's usually what that means, is that YouTube isn't open entirely. Did you have a button like that, like you would see on this live? And you're doing good? Good, I'm glad. Which panel, Nicole? The new one? I want to tile my entire house in this. Like I want my entryway to be tiled in this. Like literally. Oh, good. I'm glad, Estella. Yay! I like when my rambling actually makes sense sometimes. Lorna, how are you? Good to see ya. Hi, Debbie. Good to see everybody. Yep, Nicole got her desk done, Lorna. Isn't that awesome? Nicole is ready to paint again. The warmth one? Yeah. Wouldn't that be amazing to have like a whole room in that? It would be just awesome. I think it could make a really pretty color combo, a color scheme to use on a wall mural too, perhaps. Ideas and ideas. Okay, what I'll do, Gabrielle, is, so Tina says, Gabrielle, you need to tap the video and tap the word YouTube to get to the chat. Okay, hopefully that works. If it doesn't, what I'll do, Gabrielle, is I'll make sure. I saw that you put a comment, but I didn't see it until earlier today. So I felt so bad that I didn't see that when you were on there. But what I'll do next time during the Patreon All Members Live is I will make sure to keep my iPad handy so that if I see that you've commented, I'll at least know that you can hear me and we can try and walk you through it if we can. No guarantees I can help you, but we can at least try and muddle through it together, right? What's new and exciting, Lorna? How are ya? All right. The stones? Sure. So we have this one. Oops. And it started with a square. And then we put a paw print in the middle. So we started with a square and we tried to do a square mandala. It ended up getting curvy, but that's the first one that we started with. Then we did it again. Now I spilled some paint on this, so I have some touch-ups that I need to do on this. So this is the evolution of this. This was the first attempt. This is the second attempt. This is something that I think is really important to see, right? Because I like this, it's pretty, but the more times you do the design over and over again, you're going to refine it more and more and say, I liked that, but I didn't like this, so let's try this next time, right? I look at this and I'm the thing that I'm really, really drawn to in this is kind of the evolution of it, right? All right, so let me scroll back. Yeah, the warmth colors are beautiful. Sounds good, Gabrielle. Nicole says, also, guess what? My daughter gets to officially move into her new place that we wanted for her on the 20th. Oh, Nicole, that's amazing. That's amazing. Yeah, exactly, Tina. That's a lot to celebrate. How wonderful. How absolutely wonderful. Nicole, that's wonderful. Congrats on finishing the desk. Such a couple big jobs and big weights off your shoulder, eh? I'm glad you're doing good, Lorna. I'm good, thank you. Mom and Audrey are doing good too. That's so fun. Now we did a couple little designs on the Inspiration Deck Live, and we played with some glouche. Now glouche is our product from Tara of Deserted Bliss. It's a tacky glue that once it dries, you can use heat transfer foils, gold leaf, mica powders on to change the color. So that's what I did here. These are two different mica colors of mica powder that have those cool color shifts. So I thought it would be fun to do a glouche hippo, and then we'll make them all purple, pink, and purple, blue, and shiny. I think it could be fun. So I have a couple different things that we can do. I have the bottle that is the same as a Bliss Drop bottle. I have the the glouche pen. Now, the pen itself, the writing tip of it is clogged. However, I do have a brush. Oh, my glouche dried up. I can't get... Oh no, that's why. Hold on. We have a brush. I think I let it dry up by accident. Shoot. I must have, but I've got other brushes. Anyway, we can use it with a brush. And I also found these smaller bottles that have a really nice fine tip that we could maybe use between these two. So I'm going to just quickly grab my other bottle of glouche, and I need my glasses, and then we will work on a hippo. Now, this is a hippo that is carved by Mustafa, if you are familiar with Mustafa art. Christina Lee was a partner of his and would sell his stuff, the blanks and the painted items. He's an absolute master. If you don't already know him, you definitely should. Go find him on Instagram. But this is one of his hippos. So we are going to do some glouche and some mica powder. And that means I need my other bottle of glouche, and I need... Is that why she discontinued the glouche pen? I know she was having issues with the tips getting clogged, but that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. Missed a few lives, but big things got taken care of. And we're not going anywhere, Nicole. We are not going anywhere. We're going to be here. You do that stuff and get those weights off your shoulders, right? Oh, Tina, thank you. It would be great if everyone would hit the like button, the thumbs up button. That would be awesome. It really makes a difference here on YouTube. Just like any social media, if you like the content, it tells YouTube that that the content is worth watching. So if you minimize the chat, you may have to minimize the chat, I think, and then up in the left near my channel name, there should be a thumbs up sign then. You can still buy the empty pens. Excellent. I'm definitely going to do that. I wonder how the empty pens would work with Bliss Drops. Has anyone tried it yet? Just a thought. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate it. You know, every platform's goal is to keep people on the platform as long as possible. So you just sitting here on the live already tells YouTube so much. So thank you for that. And Lorna says, yes. Isn't it cute, Gabrielle? When I saw these hippos, I'm like, oh my God, those are for me. Lorna said, yes, it is, Nicole. So happy that you have 2 problems solved and you can get back to painting. Exactly. Yes, ma'am, Lorna. I had no idea where to start. I haven't gotten to paint for so long. I have to brush up on my skills. I do have a Mustafa hippo. I've got a couple. I've painted 2. Nicole, have you ever seen any of the ones that I've painted? You haven't tried it, Tina? We might have to try that one of these days. I can't wait to try the Bliss Bottle Squeezers. I'm really excited for that too. Really, really excited. And as I get stuff being sold from all of my crap in my storage locker, you can bet your ass that that's going to be one of the things that I buy first, is get myself caught up on all the new colors and get some Bliss Squeezers and maybe a couple empty pens, maybe some more glue, all kinds of good stuff. All right, give me 2 seconds. I will be right back. I will. Mom says hello. Mom's out in the kitchen when I went to go get my glasses and the other gloosh. All right, so we're going to put some gloosh in this little container here. And what I'm going to do is, I know that with the gloosh pens, the issue with the pen tip becoming full of glue and clogged up. So I'm going to make sure that after this live, I'm going to run this under hot water and make sure that it is nice and cleaned out. I will say hi to her for you guys. Didn't realize there were the Mustafa hippos. Let me show ya. Now I have this hippo from last year that I have to finish, that I started. Lauren, Lady Artemis on TikTok, has the other hippo that I painted. And then this is the Christmas hippo. So I got to get this guy finished so that I can take it with me, and a little heart on the bum. So I can take it with me to the markets that I'm going to do in the next couple of months. I love my little Christmas hippo. He's fabulous. I will pass that on, Lorna. Thank you. I can't wait. He is such an amazing artist, eh? It's incredible. And he does it all with a brush most of the time, too. It's bananas. Hi, Barb. I know. It's so fun. So I have no idea what we're going to do here, but we're going to try it with the gloosh. Kathy did really well, Gabrielle. She had a great market. She sold a lot of stuff. She had a lot of interest in some potential custom order stuff, like making some custom stuff for people, which is really cool. She's certainly got some real clear ideas on what's gonna sell and what's not, or what's gonna do well in certain, that at least at that market anyway. She knows what was popular, which is really good. She sold a lot of stuff. She was very, very happy. And it was a good day. It was a nice day. It wasn't too hot. It was a little bit humid. So it was a good day. Is it syringes? No way. That's cool. Yeah, he's so talented. I will definitely give Miss Audrey a kiss for you, Lorna. You betcha. I wonder where she went, actually. She's been hiding behind, yep, here she is. She's hiding behind my sheet curtain right now. She's in her bed on the other side of the window. I'm very excited to report that I am going to do an experiment where I'm going to get some white sheets and get rid of these slats of these stinking blinds and make them really, really, really full, so I no longer look like I obviously have sheets on my windows. It'll come. All in good time. And, there's some light. No wonder I couldn't see. All right, let's keep going and... All right. So let's clean that off. And remembering that it's not paint, it's glue, right? Remembering to clean off the lids and everything. It's a whole different animal. Like if I put this on here now without cleaning this off, I am gluing this lid shut. It isn't going anywhere. So these are just little bottles that I bought, I think probably at Dollarama. Our Dollarama across the street's open up. I went over there today. So we'll go shopping one of these days soon. Take you on a road trip to Dollarama. All right, so let's test it out here. Let's test out the glouche. I want to test out the glouche by writing my name and see what happens. Still in the 90s. Ugh. It occasionally sells curtains. They're more darker colors, the stuff that they typically have there. Oh, that's gonna work. Oh, it's bubbly, isn't it? Oh, it's bubbly. No. All right, well, it'll work for dots. We just will be careful when it comes to the other stuff, I guess. But yeah, it's pretty bubbly. Yeah. Ooh, bubbles. Lots and lots of bubbles. Okay, well, that's all right. This is why you let the professionals design things, right? They create products so that we don't have to deal with that stuff. Now, I am going to put it in a bliss holder, though, and see if we can luck out after it settles for a little bit because it's probably bubbly, too, because it just got poured in the bottle, right? So I need to unclog this bad boy, which means I need a kniffy. So I got to go grab one. Thanks, Lorna. I think so. All in good time. It'll get there. Summer definitely does not want to end. Same highs for the next 10 days. My goodness. You know, we got really cool for a while, like 15 to 20 Celsius. And now it's pretty consistently back up like mid to high 20s now. So we're getting our second summer, I think. No, I haven't. Have you, Nicole? Because, yeah, if turning that upside down doesn't get rid of those bubbles, I will put it in a cone instead. All right, I'm going to go get the kniffy, and I'll be right back. Next time I go to Dollarama, I gotta buy myself a small pair of pliers, and I'll use those in here. Poor Tina's been telling me that the pliers would help me, and I've just been like, no, I'm gonna keep fighting with my knife for now. So I use a knife just to get in here and separate it out. Here we go. Ooh, all right, glasses on. Now I can see again. Still hitting hair snuggled in with the cool rain. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's right. I'm sorry, Nicole. I forgot that you didn't have them yet. I'm sorry. It will also come. I'm excited for the day when you get some bliss drops, Nicole. You are going to just fall head over heels in love. And in the meantime, keep entering any giveaways that Tara does. I hope you guys know that if you have giveaways that you're entering, if you need to forward the link to anybody, you send it to me. Tag me in whatever you want if it helps you get an entry. All right, hold on. I'm trying to get this cleared out here. All right. There we go. Ready. And we need a little brush, don't we? So I'm going to find a brush. Let's see. That's a nice one. Maybe. That's a good one. Actually. All right, got a couple little brushes. We'll keep that here as well. That's all I'm asking for Christmas, atta girl. I don't want to see anything else under this tree until I've got at least one of every bottle of Tara's products, please. Did you really? That's so cool, Debbie. What'd you win? Yeah, Christmas and birthday. When's your birthday, Nicole? That's so fun, Debbie. Yeah, what'd you get? 3 metal yard ghosties. That's so fun. Oh, that's fun. Good for you. That's fantastic. All right, let's see what this looks like now, if it's still bubbly. Nowhere near as bubbly. Oh, now it's gonna bite me in the ass, of course. It's a little better, eh? No. No, still not. The pen tip on Tara's Gloosh pens were freaking incredible. All right, so let's make a glooshy swoopy hippo. We'll put dots in there, of course, too, but, you know. It was tied in with the 24-hour decor. That's so cool. Good for you. That's fun. I think we should do walking dots. Let's just start here. Hang on. Now, the hard part with glouche is that if you make a mistake, sanding and repainting is probably the only option. Then we can go here. Patty's here. Jess is here. Hi, guys. It's hippo time, and it's glouche hippo time. This is one of Mustafa's hand-carved hippos. Just put some homemade lasagna in the oven. Oh, that sounds good. That sounds really good. Wish you weren't such a far drive, Patty. Same with Barb, too. I'll live close to an Italian who likes to feed people. Hell yeah. I'll be there every day anyway. Can't wait to get them. It'll force me to finally hang all of my other yard decor right. Like, well, if I get this, I might as well do the other stuff too. And it gives you a good reason to do other stuff until it arrives because there's no point in doing it twice, right? All right. Oops. All right. You will dry. Let's just do some more shapes. We're going to put you here. Oops. Hang on. There's something in here. I got to get it. Just the little bits of glouche that are stuck in here at the tip. All right. Get out. Okay. Now I think we're good. So let's do here. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, please don't drip too far. Chips and Coke here, Slim Pickens. Doesn't sound very Italian, does it, Tina? Ooh, zucchini lasagna. Ooh. Jess says, when I spray painted flat ornaments black and messed up with glouche, I would let it dry and could just peel it off like rubber cement, like a rubber cement boogie. That's awesome. Oh, that's good to know. Very cool. Very encouraging. There we go. And I think we will place a large dot here. Why are you so goopy? I don't want that. Stop it. Okay. Where's my pointy tool? Don't touch the wet glue. That is really good to know. Because it's glued on paint? Yeah, maybe, eh? Just behaves differently. The fun part is stopping every once in a while once you get some dry stuff and putting some mica powder on it. Not waiting. So Nicole, you getting any ideas? Teeny, doing any painting today? What about you, Barb? What are you working on? Oh no, it made it look like I just picked a booger out of his nose. I'm sorry, buddy. Whoops. I feel like I have to constantly remind myself, this is not paint. This is glue. It is just excited to dry and stick to stuff. Like that's its whole job. So that I don't get surprised and forget when my tip clogs up or anything like that. It's like, nope, the glue is doing what the glue is supposed to do. There we go. This is something else. I need like a steady supply of these hippos. Like forever. Painting later. Awesome, Tina. Not yet. Enjoying the live and hanging out. Lovely. Adding some finishing touches to some pieces, waiting for paint to dry on a new piece. Lovely. Those ones that you shared from Jadell's patterns are beautiful. I got to make sure I put her on my recommended. Does she have a YouTube? I mean, yeah, does she have a YouTube? Does she have a Patreon? Now, where can I hold you? Here. Ah! Whoops. Well, I will paint over any spots that I just did it again. Finger right in the nose booger. Damn it. It's fine. It's fine. Everything is fine. I might have to stop and let this dry for a bit before I do anything else and muck it up. Yeah, that would probably be the smartest idea, which is why I'm not going to do it. Let's keep going. Psh. Trying to squeeze it just hard enough to get these dots. This probably would have been better for the other bottle, but that's okay. It's okay. All right, I'm going to we're going to go here. I feel like I'm really goopy. Maybe I should run it under hot water or something. All right. Let's let that sit and dry for a few. Oh, thank you so much, Kiati. That's so sweet of you. Thank you. I do know I'll start the new piece when we start it. Like the new workshop piece. That'll be fun. She's on YouTube and Facebook. Awesome. Cool. I'm going to try something with this one. Nope, still bubbly. Oh, I got a big old hair attached to my tool. I'm going to try something else here. I feel like maybe my glue in my squeeze bottle might just be a little gunky. So we are going to try using dotting tools. I'm going to put the lid on this one for now. I'm going to put the lid on this one for now. And yes, we might go to cones. Yeah, that was my gloosh. Okay. That's fine. Because we can use the palette and we will use dotting tools. Wanted to paint everything and now it's like I have painter's block. Now that I can do it, I don't know what to do. That's a very real thing though. All right. All right. I feel like we're getting very close to having done everything that we can do. I am going to add a bit more gloosh here and here. Whoop. And here. All right. I think we will have to let that dry for a bit now. So we're going to go on to the other Cindy panel and get it started. And then we'll just flop back and forth between the two of them. Sound okay to you guys? Yeah. 2, 3. I don't think I'm going to use the brushes on this one. I think it is going to be all dots. All right, so we need tumbleweed, which is brown. We need gold, which is, what is it? Bambi. My goodness, that was shameful. I should have known that right off the top of my head. And then we're going to grab a green, and I'll show you the color combo that we're going to use on this next panel. But I need to base coat it too. So let me show you the clock that I did. Haven't finished. I need to do that. But this is a clock that I did. So I'm going to use these same colors on this panel of Cindy's. So we're gonna play. Because I haven't done bliss drops on these yet. But I do need to base paint this. So that is the next thing. So let's get bliss drops upside down in their stands. And then let's get, what do I need? I need a brush to base paint this. Okay, 2 seconds. I will be right back. All right, here we go. Ready, shreddies? All right, let me scroll back. Nicole said, I thought about trying to get the bliss design down so I can try to paint my walking cane. Ooh, that would be really cool. So practice it flat first. Figure out the sizing for it, Nicole, and then practice it flat first. Like block it out on a canvas or a wood block or a keychain or a small stone or something. And practice it flat first. Because I think it'll look cool. Does look like that bottle had weird glumps in it. Did, didn't it? Her Tara say she changed the formula of glue and made it more smooth. Yeah, the newer bottle, that bigger bottle, it was definitely way smoother. So I might just move that one on. I've got empty bliss bottles or almost empty bliss bottles. What I should do is get them really cleaned out and put some of the new glue in it. But glue will be on the list too. I think it's going to look really pretty too. I think this looks like I picture you are walking through some, ancient forest or something, and you come across like something that's got this on it as a medallion or something. I don't know. That's how it feels. All right. So I think the earthy colors will be good. So let's paint it black. Barb's favorite color. I think using a sponge was not the brightest idea. Yeah, I'll just get some of this off of it. And I'm going to go get a brush. Not a fan of this. All right, sponge, you are going to the side. I'm going to go grab a brush. I'll be back. All right, got another one. Could I use a piece of thick paper and wrap it around the cane and then paint it on to practice? Absolutely, yes, exactly like Tina said. Yes, you absolutely can. That's a great way to get your measurements and to plan it out and to practice it first. Great, great idea. Using a piece of paper to wrap around something, put it over it and trace something are always good options. Don't forget too, if there's ever stencils or designs that you see that you like, take a photo of them, print it out, and then you can, create a stencil from it. You can get some graphite paper and put behind it and trace over what you want to do. If you've been a member of Leanne Fair Maiden Market, any of her projects, her stencils are provided as a printout, and then you can print it out and you can trace it, or you can create a template or whatever you want to do with it. And I think it is a great idea. Yeah, these gesso boards are nice as opposed to the canvas, because then you're not fighting with the fabric, right? So Cindy said this is a gesso board, not as opposed to a canvas panel. A gesso panel as opposed to, a canvas panel. Again, if you're just getting here, this is a panel that was made by our friend Cindy of the Rain Gallery. She has hundreds of these different designs. She's in the process of getting her website back up and running. She's been on vacation for a little bit. And she'll be opening up her shop soon. So definitely make sure you're following her on Instagram so that you get notified when she's got more of these panels available, because she's literally got hundreds of designs. I'll be letting you know too. Once I know that that's her shop's open again, I'll let you know too. And she's here a lot of the time. She was here earlier. Cindy, I don't know if you're still here or not, but love you. Tara, I don't know if you're here, but we're using your paints too. This is a Cindy, Tara, Jamie collaborative. I feel like I get the easy part of the job. Tara makes the paints, Cindy makes the panels. I just sit here and color. This is going to need a second coat, of course, but we'll break out the heat gun. And you want to make sure when you're painting over this that you take a really close look at all of the spots that are sculpted, in case there's any little paint boogers or bits of dust or anything that could impact the shape of the sculpted parts on the panel. Whoops. So we will grab the heat gun here in a second, and I will catch up on comments while we are watching paint dry. How's that sound? Whoop. All right. So let us close up the gesso. I'm going to plug in the heat gun, and then I will be back to the comments. Bear with me one sec. Oh, something in my eye. Ow. Okay. Here we go. All right, let me scroll back, make sure that I know where I'm going to catch up. Estella, I think I missed it. Where did you find the hippo? Is it ceramic? No, it is actually hand-carved wood. There is an artist named Mustafa Art. If you look up Mustafa Art on Instagram, he hand carves all of these. Christina Lee, another dot artist as well, used to source his items and supply his blanks and his painted items in her and sell them in her store, and promote him on social media as well. I don't know if she still is or not, but Christina Lee would be another good resource. But Mustafa, oh, Tina's already got it taken care of. Look at you. Look at you. I have Sorel paper that I can make my little guides, my line guides on the cane. When I figured out, there you go, perfect. And forget to plug your own stuff. Yeah, I sell other people's stuff way better than I plug my own stuff. For sure. Kathy and I actually joked about that. It's like, okay, we need to do a market where we have booths beside each other. We can be near each other in case there's questions, but she needs to sell my stuff and I need to sell her stuff. All right, I'm going to turn on, oops, a sec here. Just a couple little goopies I want to get taken care of off of here that I just missed. Here. Definitely will have to do a second coat, but that's okay. All right, I'm going to turn on the heat gun in 3, 2, 1. And we'll let that dry a little bit. Hi, Sarah. How you doing? Good to see ya. Thanks for sending me your Instagram profile. Looks good. You do very beautiful work. Sarah just has sent me her Instagram profile the other day. So make sure you're following her too. There's all kinds of incredible artists here watching. A lot of them have the same username here on YouTube that they do on their socials. Highly recommend going and checking out their pages. So many incredible artists. And oh my gosh, of course. See, it's I can follow easier on Instagram because unfortunately I have to go through my list on TikTok of everybody that I've followed because I've hit the max. I'm following like 10,000 accounts and there's so many that I don't even watch anymore that I got to go in and find them and unfollow them and free up some space. But Instagram, I got lots of room. Unlimited following space, but I will be doing it on TikTok as well. And I'll be starting up on Blue Sky hopefully soon. We'll get that up there too. Mr. Jamie. Predictive, you bite your tongue. You bite your tongue. There will be no mister with this Jamie. That sounds like a lot of work. All right, I think we can do our second coat now. I'm going to move the Christmas hippo though because I'm going to get paint on it if I'm not careful real soon. The Christmas hippo. If I could find little hippos like that, I got to go looking for a silicone mold that will be hippos for me. Because a lot of you have heard this story, but we have this thing in Canada called house hippos. Now, what it is it's a marketing campaign for don't believe everything that you see. Don't believe everything that you read. You know, critical thinking and all of that, right? Do your due diligence, check and see. Even if it looks real, it might not be. All that good stuff. It's an ad from, a TV ad from, I want to say the 90s or even the 80s maybe. And it talks about, you know, in Canada we have house hippos that live in our closets and they make their beds out of dryer lint and their favorite food is peanut butter and you can see little peanut butter tracks. Anyways, I highly recommend looking it up here on YouTube. Look up the Canadian house hippo. But I've thought of that a lot when I saw these. I'm like, oh my gosh, I finally get my own house hippo. So I feel like I need to do that somehow for my markets and come up with some different designs for different house hippos. I think that could be really fun. I feel like I'm going to be pivoting a lot to a lot of markets over the next little while, for the next year or so. But we shall see. All right, a little bit more here. Bear with me 1 second and I will be right back to the comments. For anybody new here, welcome. It's nice to meet you. My name is Jamie. I'm a mandala artist and teacher. While I'm painting, I can't typically see the screen on my phone. So what I'll do is I'll paint for a bit and then I'll pause and I'll scroll back through the comments and catch up on anything I've missed. So if it takes me a minute to answer your comment or question, please just know that I'm not ignoring you. Chances are one of the family here will answer your question probably before I even get to it. But please just know that you're not being ignored. I just literally can't see the screen on my phone, so it takes me a couple of minutes. But I will come back and will see it eventually. I'm just a little late to the game sometimes. All right, I think that looks good. Now we can wait for that one to dry. And we can paint. The Gloosh Hippo is still drying. We don't have any spots yet there that we can put the Gloosh on yet, so we're going to wait on that one. And I'm going to turn the heat gun back on while I catch up on comments here. So what's the next project on the list for you, Sarah? And Tina, did you finish your piece from Demi, the oyster color grade? Is that the one that I'm thinking of? Is it all done? And what are you going to work on next? What's next on the list? We've got a new workshop starting in Patreon next weekend. I'm going to put some posts up later today on some images for everyone who's a member of the Symmetry Seekers is going to vote on for what our next workshop design is going to be. So keep your eyes open for that if you're on Patreon. And if you are brand new to dot mandala painting and you have any questions, anything that I can answer for you, please don't hesitate to leave it here on the video to come and join a live and ask questions. If you're watching on the replay, that's totally good too. Please let me know what questions you have. I also have here on YouTube a tutorials playlist that's got about 35 free videos of a lot of the basics of dot mandala techniques. And some full start to finish projects. So if you are brand new and want to get started, that would definitely be where I would recommend you start, along with following a ton of different artists, because everybody does things slightly differently and there's no one right way to do it. So you're going to learn from so many different artists and pick up little bits and pieces here and there. I always tell people that when you're here, I'm not showing you how you should do it. I'm showing you how I do it. Is it going to be the easiest way, quote unquote? Maybe not. Maybe not for you. We're all different, right? What might be easy for me might look much more complicated. But watching lots of different artists, you can get some different ideas on how to do things, and then kind of putting it together to come up with your own way of moving forward. So if you are brand new, that's definitely where I would recommend starting. If you have painted dot mandalas before and you're looking for some new designs, I do have some downloadable I do have some downloadable patterns available on my website, which is mandalaloveaffair.com. And on Patreon, I do online workshops and some exclusive lives. We've got a free Patreon membership, and there's a couple of paid membership tiers. But on both of those, both the free and the paid membership tiers, there's exclusive lives. There's a chat there. But don't feel that you have to spend any money to be a part of the Dot family over there. It's kind of like my Facebook group without having to be on Facebook. And then, yeah, we do workshops in the Symmetry Seekers tier. Some more in-depth, much more complicated patterns and stuff to just kind of, mix it up. Uh-oh, did I drop a pin on the floor? I might have. Oh, no, I didn't. Phew. So yeah, that stuff is all there too. So if you search Mandala Love Affair on Patreon, that's where you'll find all of that stuff. But it's a great community. We do lots of fun stuff over there on the free lives as well. And like I said, there's a chat and all the community stuff there. Yeah, you did? Are you happy with how it turned out? Can we see? Can we see? I want to see. All right. So we need to start making decisions. So we're going to start from the center and just work our way out and see what we come up with here. Oh, I'm going to clean my pointy tools. Make sure that they are good. Oh, I'm getting glooshed all over myself. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, there's that one. And then my other tool. So this is my first time doing a panel with bliss drops. So I'm going to be taking my time as I get used to how much paint to put down on the surface and everything. But it's going to give us so much extra dimension compared to the other paints that we've used. So that'll be fun. Okie dokie. Ready, shreddies? Let's start with the gold. So again, these are bliss drops. Textured paints from our friend Tara of Deserted Bliss. I'm using the colors Bambi, which is this gold. And I'm going to use a brown metallic, like a chocolate brown, called Tumbleweed. And then we're just coming in here and we're going to coax the paint out to the edge of the plastered design. I can add more paint if I want to, but I'm going to go nice and slow. So this, you may have heard this called like a bubbling technique. Cindy does it with varnish as well, with multiple layers of varnish to make everything look like it's a 3D gemstone, which is beautiful. It's also done with resin. I think in resin terms, it's usually called doming, because you're pushing the paint out to the edge and then it's creating a little bit of a curved dome effect. Now, Tara's paints change color a lot while they're drying. This is going to dry to be this really dark, shimmery gold as we dry. Oh, awesome, Tina. I will definitely. You're welcome, Estella. Finish the trinket pot. Fantastic. Is that the one that you've posted on your Instagram? I'm going to go grab my iPad so I can look at Tina's painting. Dun, dun, dun. I think in here for these swoops, I think I will alternate green and brown. What do you think? Don't bite me. Patreon. Oh, Tina, it's so pretty. Can I show it? Is that all right? Am I allowed? So pretty. Look at all those blank wood rounds you've got on the floor, too. I'm drooling. No, it's a new one, black and silver. Oh, I can't wait to see. I can't wait to see. That's going to be awesome. All right. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Tina, it's gorgeous. So beautiful. Yeah, and look at all the wood rounds down here. That's where I'm drooling, right there. I see your paints back there. All the stuff up on the wall. That's awesome. That's so beautiful, Tina. Are you keeping it for yourself, or do you have someone in mind you want to give it to? Or I love your easel, too. That's awesome. Beautiful, beautiful work. So this is a workshop that Tina did, a project that Tina did through Thoughtful Dots' Patreon. That's Demi of Thoughtful Dots. So if you want to do paintings like this, make sure you go and check out Thoughtful Dots as well. Okay. An easel would be great to have even just for photographs once everything is done, eh? Sometimes I wish that we painted on an easel. No idea? It'll come to you. It's beautiful, Tina. What a beautiful job. How did you like working with all of the light neutrals and beiges? It was so creamy and soft looking. Easels from Temu? I gotta look at that. Because I think that's a great idea. All right. So again, these paints are bliss drops from our friend Tara at Deserted Bliss. If you have not played with these paints yet, highly recommend it. They are so much fun to work with. And Tara is always coming up with new stuff. She is an absolute magician. So the brown as well, remember that these colors are not going to stay looking like this. The brown is definitely a dark chocolate brown metallic. Almost looks like brown satin, I find, when it dries. It's so pretty. So we're going to see a lot of color change happening as these paints dry. And this is just one of the lines of paints that Tara makes. She makes specialty fluid acrylics that are absolutely to die for and have some of the most beautiful color shifts you'll ever see. Definitely check her out. She also has a Patreon as well where you get to help choose new colors when she's watch her make new colors, and a ton of fun projects that she has with her stuff. There's no affiliation here. It's friends. Helping out friends. A nightmare to see the guidelines. Oh, yeah, that would be so tough. My darkest shade is too close to the background and hard to see. Much prefer black backgrounds. Yeah, easier to see. Well, you did an absolutely beautiful job. Just gorgeous. See, and it's important to try different projects like that, right? And to see, because that's how you learn your preferences. Because when you watch other people do stuff, you're like, oh, I like that. I want to try it. But it's not always as fun for yourself as it is to see other people's, right? So it's real important to pay attention to what you really like to do, and what you want to learn, as opposed to comparing yourself to somebody else and their abilities, right? And we all do it. I do it all the time. I'm like, oh, I'm no good at light color combos. There's the masters out there that are just so good at it, and I'm not one of them. Well, maybe I'm not meant to be, right? It's okay. There's other things that I can dig into, and I can learn it if I ever want to, right? Is it Demi's favorite color palette? It's really pretty. Is Patreon going on hold as well when she goes on mat leave? I think there's going to be some bubbles coming out on that one. Mandala Doc is filling in for her. Oh, fantastic. Oh, that's lovely. That's so cool. So Patty finished sorting all of her paints. Nicole got her desk ready to go and is ready to start painting again. Very exciting. Oops. I just screwed up. I'll have to do a touch up there. That's okay. Completely different than filling in these spaces with with regular paints. It was much more like coloring. This is like applying layer after layer of resin, which is kind of fun too. Touch that up after. Those silicone brush tools are some of my favorites too. They're so helpful. I feel like all the time I'm finding new ways to use them. So I'm going to be live here again on YouTube tonight, 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern. If you are around and want to come and hang out, would love to see you. We still have another half hour here. We're not signing off yet, but I figured I'd mention that while I'm thinking about it. For Demi of Thoughtful Dots when she goes on maternity leave. Oh, is she on now? Ah, gotcha. Oh, I didn't realize she already was. That's great. When in doubt, lick your finger to pick up lint. Jamie spit and Audrey fur in every painting. Maybe I'll leave the Jamie spit off of the promotional on the website, though. October 3rd. Oh, that's good that she's getting some time before then to rest. She must be tired. That'd be hard. Lorna tried painting the other night and ended up having to erase most of it. Oh, no. What happened? Just weren't happy with it? That happened. That happens. Try not to be discouraged by that, Lorna, because we do that all the time. I mean, you see me do that all the time for sure. Try not to get discouraged by that. And Ashley looks like she's going to have a cool setup in her humongous walk-in closet. Her new house looks beautiful. Keeping It Crafty with Ashley is another great artist if you guys are not already following her. You learn a lot. She's got a Patreon, does workshops, all that good stuff. She just moved recently, so she's going through the setup in a new space, but I think it looks good. Oops. Is there another one in there? Sometimes there's another bubble buried. There it is. Yep. Okay, let's just put a little bit more on here then. Starting to see the center change color. See how it's getting golder around the edges? It's coming along. Yeah, try to remember that. That's all you can do. Yeah, it's just Jamie DNA. Ever wanted to clone me before? Well, you can, because my spit's in every painting. Yeah, we all have those good days and bad days, right? How many times we've been almost on full-on meltdowns in the middle of these lives because things aren't working out the way we want to, and we start over, right? Get something new to paint. Just don't tell Barb if you throw anything out. Paint over it. Try again. Happens all the time. It's part of the process. Doesn't make it any less aggravating, though, because it's definitely aggravating. I resemble that remark, Barb. Tara does too. See, must mean we're professionals. Exactly. At least you tried. And if it was fun, then that's all you got to do, right? We're doing it to have fun. It's the whole point. Don't you fart all in me. Don't do it. Lecturing your paints can help sometimes too. It's like yelling at your computer. Holy bubbles. All right. If you have a hard time getting a bubble to pop, make sure you dry off the tip of the tool that you are using to try and pop it. If the tip of your tool is too wet, it won't break the surface tension of that little skin of paint over the bubble. You know, when you have to actually pop the bubble itself, it won't break the surface tension of it. So if you dry it, that's why you see me doing this all the time, drying off the tips of my tools. Otherwise, you can sit there and just keep trying at it for a long time and it won't ever pop, or you kind of pushing it around. Pictured me erasing it? That's right. Harness your inner Jamie. Harness your inner Dot family. And say, it's fine. We'll just erase it. We'll try again. Easy peasy. Now these are also the colors of Lorna's tissue box holder. We've used these colors a few times. I'm sure we will use them again multiple times. Okay. Already I'm thinking of other color combos that could be done with this, right? Like rainbow, and having rainbow flower petals would be really fun. Doing a color background and doing this all in black and white could be really fun. What was the one that I just literally thought of a second ago? There's so many possibilities. So many possibilities. And that's the hard part, because then you come up with all these different ideas and you say, but I only have one panel like this. I need more. And then you go down that rabbit hole. Bubbles. Well, hi, Audrey. What are you doing? Get too warm in the window? Nap time with Jamie, that's right. Take some deep breaths and close your eyes. You're getting sleepy. Uh-oh, what's that? Is that a booger or a bubble? That was a bubble. Excellent. Yeah, you did. You fell asleep. Well, I'm glad you were that relaxed. You sounded like you were sitting there all nice and comfortable. How's Miss Lily doing? Let's add a little bit more. Now, unfortunately, I am going to have to sign off right at 4 today. I've got some people coming to pick up some of the stuff that I was selling online, some of the auction stuff. This is for selling stuff like from my house, like shoes and clothes and household stuff, not from my artwork. But so I am going to have to go right at 4. But like I said before, I'm going to be back from 7 until 9 p.m. Eastern this evening. So if you are around tonight and want to come hang out, I'd love to see you. We'll keep working on this and on the hippo. It still has quite a bit of ways to go yet to dry fully. So yeah, it's still not completely dry yet. So we have to wait until it goes completely black like those. So we will do that later this evening. Does anybody know, does it matter how long after glue dries before I put mica powder on it? Like if I wait 3 hours, is that going to be a problem? I'm not usually patient enough to wait that long to put glue on. I'm like, okay, it's all black. It just turned black. Let's go. But I also haven't done a ton of projects with it yet, so let me know what you've experienced. She's doing so much better. For about an hour in the morning, she's really uncomfortable, but then her meds kick in. It's like a switch flip and she feels better. Oh, that's so good, Nicole. I'm so happy for that. Aw, thank you, Cara. I'm so glad you enjoy being here. I enjoy having you here. You too, Nicole. Thanks, guys. Me tacky for 2 to 3 weeks. Fantastic. Okay, good. Good, because I didn't want to have to do the mica powder before being back on live tonight. I'm like, that doesn't seem right. That's the fun part. That's such a fun part, being able to do that. And I didn't want to, that seemed wrong to not be able to do that live with you guys. So that's wonderful. Wonderful. Excellent news. Thanks, guys. This is very relaxing. I'm really excited to see how this looks when it dries. Oh, I was holding my breath. I didn't realize. No, I think Tara said it can stay for a while. Okay, awesome, Gabrielle. Fantastic. Yes, these are Lorna tissue box covers. Tissue box cover colors, yes. Isn't that cool? Because we're getting back up to the first one that I did, and it's looking so much more brown compared to the one that just came out of the bottle. I love this color straight out of the bottle, too. I'm still hoping that Tara does a matte set eventually, too. That'd be cool. All right, so let's keep going. We're going to go on with the gold. No! Shit. Shit. Shit, and that had mica powder on it. Hold on. Crap. No, over here. Oh, shit. Everything's gonna be fine. Let's pull it all off before it starts to dry. And I just licked the Q-tip and licked some bliss drops. They don't taste great, Tara. Yeah, they're pretty, eh? I love this color. This color scheme. All right, so now I need a tiny brush, and we're gonna touch that up. And then what I think I'm gonna need to do is go in with the dotting tool for this little bit, because otherwise, I think the Bliss bottle is too big for this little section, and that's okay. All right. Okay. So we'll just start on another section. No problem. We're not going to get back to the brown or the green right now, so I'm just going to put the lids on those. Keep them upside down though. This is when I need one of the finger ring palettes, but instead I'm just going to use my hand. All right. You know why I'm holding my breath? Because I don't have my glasses on. For crying out loud. That's why, because my hair's falling out of the bobby pin and I put my glasses on top of my head to keep my hair out of my face. That's why. I was trying to think that. Why the hell did I put my glasses on top of my head? Holy bubble. Nope. Come on. Thank you. I'm just going to add some more paint. Add some more paint. Add some more paint. And here we go. I need more paint out now. We've got another, I think we're going to be placing another Temu order soon. So I'm going to put an easel on the list. And I'm going to put those little ring paint pots on the list. So they're little tiny paint pots that you wear like a ring on your finger. If you haven't seen them. And you can get them at Temu. All right. Whew, that one I definitely held my breath for. Definitely held my breath for that one. We'll see you later, Lorna. It was good to see ya. Love you too. I'm so glad you love these colors, Lorna. Bet if you asked Barb really nicely, she would send you one. Maybe. Got the coolest tiny palette stand. It's just like a ring palette, but sits flat. And oh, that's neat. Can you put a picture of that in the chat? I got to do an order for Temu anyway, so I don't. It's okay. I'm good. I'll order my own. Yeah, send us a picture for that. There's no question, Barb. I'm good. We were talking about the finger paint pots. I'm going to be placing it. We're going to be doing a Temu order real soon, so I am good. I am good. You guys do enough for me. You do not need to be sending me anything else. 90% of the actual real meals I eat are because of Barb. Because Barb sent me an air fryer. While I was living out in my camper on the farm. So thanks to her, I actually eat some, that's the closest to real meals I eat. All right, so when we come back at 7 o'clock, we will continue working on this one. Hopefully our glouche will be dry so we can put our mica powder on the hippo and see what it looks like so far. And yeah, we'll go from there. We'll see you later, Nicole. Thank you so much. We missed you too. I'm glad you were here. Estella, are those the kind that would be like 3D, like the center? Yeah, you could layer it on over and over and over again. Like these paints themselves will be really, really dimensional, even without the raised as well. But yeah, if you put layer after layer on them. Is that what you mean? Is that what you mean, Estella? So yeah, even without the raised up parts with the plaster, these paints would be incredibly textured. So this, for example, is one that I used with the paints that didn't have any of the raised up plaster. But there you can see there's lots and lots and lots of texture. Especially on those little center dots, right? Can you kind of see it there? These paints are amazing. We'll see you later, Cara. Bye, Patty. Lots of love to you. Debbie, what'd you do? I do check my mail regularly. Debbie. Yeah, nuggets and fries. That's what I do. I will check my mail, Debbie, I promise. Thank you in advance. I will look. Yeah, enjoy the lasagna. I know, I'm jealous. See you later, Gabrielle. Lots of love to you. Thank you, Sarah. It was great to see ya. And Debbie, we will see you later this evening, hopefully. And we'll keep this going. Super fun. It does sound good, doesn't it, Cara? I'm like, what am I going to have? Love you, Barb. We'll see you soon. Bye, everybody. Love you, Tina. Big hugs to you. I'll pass those hugs along to Mom and Audrey, too. Please take care of yourselves. And hopefully I'll see you this evening. And if I don't, I am going to be back here 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern tomorrow afternoon as well. So I love you to bits, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.